So I thought it would be interesting to do a little experiment. Hey you guys, it's Olivia. If you're new here or you haven't already, please give that subscribe button some love and make sure you turn on that little bell so you're notified when new videos go live. So, as most of you here already know, I am indeed a person that is bipolar. And if you didn't know, hello, I have bipolar disorder. Just a quick sum of bipolar, you have manic highs, depressive lows, yada yada. We're the kind of people that are all over the place. Woo! Not that long ago I had my pretty standard monthly, we'll call it the monthly meltdown. So the little experiment that I decided to do is when I was going through that really dark depressive state, I was actually sitting in my daughter's nursery on the floor in a ball just crying, and my daughter came in and went to get my husband to help me. All that fun stuff, yada yada. Anyway, I decided to go to the bedroom, pick up my phone, and write down what bipolar means to me, but while I was in that depressive state, because your mind is in a totally different place, and I don't know if people that don't struggle with bipolar or depression necessarily understand how differently your brain functions when you're in like a normal or manic state versus being like really depressed. So I don't know, maybe they do. Who knows? I just thought it would be interesting for myself and for you guys to just shed a little light on what that's like. There's a bug flying around. So I am going to read them off my phone because I don't have them memorized. I don't know why I would. Basically I said being bipolar means, and then I tacked on whatever it meant after that in like list form. Being bipolar means crying in a dark room until your head is pounding, saying hurtful things to your husband based off an inkling of a feeling, trying to keep your SHIT together over and over and over. Being bipolar means feeling a constant frustration. Being bipolar means walking uphill for the rest of your life, feeling broken, and not being a good parent. So if you guys know me personally or have watched for a while, you know that I typically try to stay a very positive person. I try to keep things upbeat and optimistic, and that's really what I'm always striving for. And so for me to like think this way and get in this kind of mindset is just like, it's kind of saddening to see, but I know it's not like the permanent way that I think. It just is when I'm going through those motions. So I decided when I wasn't having a panic attack and kind of like in my right mind in a normal state, I would go ahead and do the list again with the same being bipolar means. And it really is kind of, it's just weird to see that I can think two totally different ways. So these are my regular thoughts. Being bipolar means always being aware of the way I react to things. I'm constantly pushing myself to be a stronger person. Understanding how hard self-control really is. Being bipolar means I've learned valuable lessons I can pass on to others. It means bettering myself for the sake of my girls. And it means admitting that I'm not perfect and that's okay. So I feel like looking back at it, it's much more constructive when I'm much more forgiving and constructive, obviously, when I'm not depressed. So if there's anything that you can take away from this video, it's if somebody you know is going through depression or is bipolar or having an anxiety attack, what have you, just do your best to be understanding and courteous and kind. Just trying to offer a helping hand even if maybe they don't want to take it. To think that way sucks, and especially because you don't want to think that way. That's the biggest thing, is you don't want to think that way. That's just how you're thinking. And it takes a lot of work to try to get out of that, to try to work through that. And I know not everybody can do it without help from, maybe a therapist or a good friend or medication, what have you. You just never know where a person's mind is or what they're going through or why they feel the way they feel. I hope that maybe this sheds a little light on just the extreme difference in that even somebody like me who's just like, really, I try to always be upbeat, I'm goofy, I'm in your face, I'm trying to be super positive as much as I can. I still have those thoughts. And I used to be so much worse. I used to self-harm, I used to be suicidal. You just never know where a person's at. and what they're thinking. If we could like snap our fingers and not feel this way, we friggin' would. Anyway, I hope you took something away from this. Maybe it was just super depressing. I don't know. That's all I've got though. If you would, please take a minute to head to that blog post link down below and read a little more on bipolar and depression and understanding emotions, things like that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. As always, you keep staying simply awesome. I'll keep staying simply Ollie. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! I feel like that was probably just super depressing and wasn't positive at all.